Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about a very sensitive topic. Yesterday I put up a note on my Instagram stories and I asked you guys what you would like me to talk about on my YouTube channel. So one of the questions that kept surfacing was how to start a crochet business and how to make it work. I know this is a very wide topic, but I am going to try to break these videos into sections so that we tackle one section at a time. So today I am going to just take you through the journey of starting a crochet business because it's not very hard. At least I'm going to walk you through my process of how I started mine and where it is right now, so that you can get inspired to start yours in case you have that in mind. So I have some notes written down, and these are the topics that I'm going to touch upon for you guys to know exactly how to run a crochet business and how to even sustain it to last a longer time than just maybe 1 week or 2 weeks or even a month or even a year, because that's a very short time for a business that you want to grow long term. If we were just generalizing and we were like how to start a small business or how to start a business, we have to come up with a niche. So that is basically breaking down exactly what you want to do with the crochet part of it. Do you want to make bags? Do you want to make shoes? Do you want to make there are so many sections. So for me, I took apparel, and it's basically outfits, but I can venture into different sections. That's the beauty of a crochet business. So you can make your outfits, then accessorize them with bags, with barefoot sandals. You make beachwear, you can make party dresses, you can make anything, literally anything. You can make hats. And basically, I don't think for crochet you have to really narrow it down to a specific point, because you can actually venture into so many different aspects of crochet. So the niche is crochet. And now the way I started mine was this was around 2017, 2016, 2017, that transition from one of those years. So my business currently is about 5 years old, and I am happy to announce that I haven't broken down even one bit. I am just growing and I am seeing the progress in my business, and I don't think I'm slowing down anytime soon. So it's been 5 years, but if you're beginning, don't get discouraged, because there's so many aspects that you can copy from, at least take a leaf from. Get inspired and start. The main thing is to start. That's what I can tell you, because if you don't, then you would never know where it would have taken you, or at least if it doesn't work out, you will know that you at least gave it a shot, but it just didn't work out. You get what I mean? Like, just begin today. Just do something, put it out there. Now this brings me to my next point, is put your work out there. If you don't post your work, if maybe your friends don't help you out to share your work, then no one will know about you. That's the honest truth. Put out your work. If you feel like it's worth advertising, then put it out. And that's the only way people are going to find out about you. That this is one of the things that I've done each and every day, or every week. I try my best to put myself out there, either on the website. By the way, I have a website that launched early this year. I think it's about like 3 to 4 months now. And if you would like to check out my website, it's already live, it's already launched. And you need to use your social media as much as you can, especially things like Instagram and Facebook. That's where I really advise you guys to take advantage of the opportunity that these platforms give us to advertise our small businesses. When you visit your Instagram page, you will notice that there are so many small businesses, those that you didn't even know about, those people who are painting, the people who are doing crocheting, the people who are knitting. So just join that community and put your work out there, put the relevant hashtags. Try your best, because we don't know if the hashtags are even relevant anymore, but you just put them there just in case they are useful. Then I mentioned Facebook as well. Make sure you link your Instagram to Facebook so that when you post on your Instagram, it goes straight to Facebook. Then there are other platforms where you can advertise your work. For example, if you have a website, then you can advertise your work there, and try your best to draw your Instagram posts onto Facebook. If you can't do that, then you are going to have to do it manually. When you post on your Instagram page, make sure you post on your Facebook page. Make sure it's not a personal profile. Make sure you create a page that is basically dedicated to your business. And then the other thing is try to post on Pinterest. That's another thing that I am trying to do. It hasn't been a habit for me, but I have gotten advice from different people to post my work on Pinterest, and I am going to try my best to work on that. And now the other things that you have to keep in mind, if it's a crochet business, of which that's what we are talking about basically, you can apply this knowledge to any business, any handmade business. So we have Etsy. If you guys haven't yet heard about Etsy, it's an online shop basically for handmade products. You can make products as well as sell digital patterns. So you can venture into that as well. I'll make a detailed video on how to post on Etsy as well as create your Etsy shop. Especially in Africa, I feel like so many people are stuck on that point. They don't know where to go from the opening part. And then there is Ravelry. That's another platform that's more like Etsy. You can sell your digital products there. And then there is Ko-fi. I have talked about this in my previous videos. That's the platform where I think I joined that about 3 months back, and it's working really well for me. You can put your business to another level with Ko-fi, and Ko-fi is more like Patreon, but a mixture of Patreon plus Etsy plus Ravelry plus the website, plus it's all in one. It's a full package. Then the other thing that you have to know is try to find out where your market is. If you're going into crochet, try to find out what people exactly want from the things that you're making, and that's what you're going to stick to. If they love beachwear, go ahead and make beachwear, especially if you are crocheting for money purposes, if you want an income from the crochet business. So just draw closer to what people exactly want and not what you feel like making. Otherwise it's going to just become a hobby than a business. Then how to price, I think I'll make a full video on how I come up with my prices. Now the other challenge that small businesses face is shipping. Shipping can really be challenging, especially if you are sending packages to different countries. Definitely if you're using couriers like DHL, the prices are very high. Sometimes you find yourself selling a $30 outfit and shipping it at $50, which doesn't make any sense to the client. So you're forced to change a little bit. You change some things a bit so that it makes more sense to the buyer, especially if the shipping fees are kind of flat. You can't lower the shipping fee because it will definitely show on the package. So you have to find means of working around that. I think I'll still make a detailed video on how I go about that part. That's what I said, so many of these topics are very wide and we can't cover all of them in this video, but I am going to just walk you through the basics, the things that you have to know before you even start your crochet journey. Then try to advertise on your social media. Advertising, of course, I've told you to post on your social media, but I didn't talk about the advertising bit. So when it comes to advertising, you're going to have to put in some more money so that Instagram can push your posts. For some people this is optional because they can blow up even without advertising. I'm sorry for the noise. There's a baby crying in the background, but I hope you can get me well. Some people blow up without even trying. That's good for them. But for some people, if you feel like your channel is a bit slow, then you're going to have to put in some little money. Just put in some little money so that your products surface on random pages. Maybe that's where you'll get some extra clients. Then for the website, I have already talked about that. I didn't build my own website. I got help from someone who is much more informed about that sector there. I know nothing about websites and all that, so for that part they just helped me out. Then create a community. So the way to create a community, you can create it through your social media, because some people are going to relate to you even more with all that's going on in your daily life. They want to know this and that. Like where I am right now, it has taken me some time to even start coming on camera and talking to you guys, because I didn't even know that people are interested in what I even have to say. But the fact that my business has grown and people have seen results from it, then I can come here as an inspirational speaker to the crocheters who are beginning, especially the beginners, because I have a YouTube channel with multiple videos and tutorials that people are using to even make an income for their families or for their needs. So that was the starting point for me. It's about 5 years back and it's been a great journey. At least now I can proudly say I am a full-time crochet artist, because everything that I own right now is from the business itself. Some people are asking me about how much I make. I think that one I'll break it down in the next video. So one of the things that you have to consider is to sell to your very close friends. At least your friends will be willing to support you if they are your friends. So consider selling to your close friends as well as family. That's what you have to start with. You have to start with your inner circle as you expand outwards. That's what I did, because I think most of my things my sister bought, even when they were ugly. I don't think I made an ugly thing, but at least for beginner, I wasn't making like very professional outfits or very professional stuff, but she bought them in order to encourage me to keep going, because she saw a future. She saw that I loved what I was doing. So start with your inner circle, because it will encourage you to keep going, as opposed to people who don't know you much, like strangers. They could give maybe really negative comments that you're not ready for, and you may be discouraged, and then you end up giving up on your dream or on your ambition. So that's one tip that you should know about starting a crochet business. And then the other thing that you have to know is not everyone likes crochet. Some people just feel like it's old-fashioned, and it may not come across as stylish or fashionable to them, so they may trash your work. But just know your worth and just treasure the time that you put into your work, and don't listen to people's words. If you feel like you're doing a good job, then just continue going. Don't care about what people say. So I have some of these things listed down on my blog. You can go and visit my website. All these things will be pointed out there. So let me just try to refer to my website so that I don't miss out anything for you guys. The other thing that you have to be prepared for is that crochet is time consuming, and it can literally take up your time from Monday to Sunday. So you have to streamline the time that you work, and then the time for your family and friends, the time to get your me time, and don't get so sucked into the business. So that's one thing that I try to do. I know most of you guys be thinking I crochet day and night, but I have my personal time with my family, with my niece and nephew, with my personal life, and I try to get the time off. That's why, especially on weekends, if you try to reach me, you can't, because that's my me time. So the other thing is working from home. Try to set up a very unique setting for yourself if you're working from home. But for me, right now I'm not home, but that's where I started from. I started working from home, but then later on I had to expand to get my own space. Otherwise, you guys have seen in my live videos on my Instagram page, I literally can't record anything without my niece being all over me and trying to make noise and trying to touch the camera, and so that's not professional. So you have to find a way of maybe sacrificing a room in your house that you'll be using for your business or work. And then the other thing is the taxes. You have to be ready to pay some taxes, because okay, let me just break down some of these things for you. I have a YouTube channel that pays taxes, and then I have a PayPal account that pays taxes as well. So for the YouTube channel, if you guys want me to walk you through my YouTube journey and monetization, please let me know in the comment section below. But YouTube pays every 21st and 22nd, that's pay time, but then they reduce a percentage of your monthly salary. I don't know the percentage even, but all I know, they take about $300 off my earning for the month. And then for PayPal, they chop yearly, because last year I paid around $300 for my PayPal maintenance, something like that, to the US government. So you have to get ready for some of those taxes. Not all the money you earn is yours, because even when you sell on Etsy, they're chopping 6%, 0.6%, I think. Yeah, so everything has a maintenance fee or something, some sort of charge. You have to be ready for that. Not all the money that comes in is yours the same exact way that it comes in. So the other thing that I want to talk about is inconsistency. As a crochet business owner, not every day is going to be a working day, and not every day you're going to be in the mood to even crochet. So you have to get ready for those days that you don't even feel like touching a hook. So sometimes you can get lazy, but what I advise you to do is to remember that this is your business, and if you don't work, then the results won't show at the end of the month, or even at the end of the day, or at the end of the week. So you have to be very careful when you're taking your breaks, because no one is going to remind you to even work. It's your business, you pay yourself, your work pays, your effort that you put in will pay you. And if you get lazy and you don't work, trust me, the month will end without you getting any penny, and no one is entitled to even give you a salary. So keep that in mind. And then I think I've touched upon most of the things. Everyone builds, so you end up with a collection. Yeah, low demand. I have to talk about this. Low demand. Not everything that you make is going to be bought. So you may end up with so many outfits or so many accessories, bags, hats, shorts, tops, because you're making them, but then not everything is going to be bought by your clients. So you have to make sure that you try to market at least whatever is around. Put it on your website if you want it to be bought. push it out there, try to repost it so that people can buy it, but it's not like necessarily at the moment you make it they're going to buy it. So just keep that in mind. You may end up having a lot of stock, but that could be very useful if you have a fashion show and you have some stock lying around, or some walk-in clients who may want something and then you already have some already made pieces. That works for you. So it's not time to rest if you don't have orders. Trust me, you have to work. You have to continue working. Then the work is not always glamorous. You have to keep in mind. Crocheting is really tiring. It is exhausting, especially if you're repeating the same exact stitches and you're working a flat design. It can be really exhausting. So sometimes it's not so glamorous as people portray it, maybe on TikTok in a short clip. Trust me, those are hours of work or weeks of work. And me, I know very well that it's not like an hour thing. When someone squeezes it into a 15-second clip, it looks so cool, but I can literally estimate how long the person took to make that piece. So the other thing is, try to get out of your comfort zone, my dear. Try to get out of your comfort zone. Most of the people who are making it big in the crochet business are out of their comfort zones. You try to push the limits. You try to make outfits that people have never seen before, or even go out of your way to make something extraordinary people have not seen before. That's the way you're going to attract the market, or attract people who don't know about you to get interested and intrigued to know about who is Shyler, what does she do, what more does she have. So yeah, slow results and revenue, I can't emphasize that enough. So the money doesn't come overnight. Try to remember that. You have to work for it, and sometimes it's not even guaranteed. So if you make your piece, let me say I made a tutorial of something and people are posting their reviews about it. I sold as many as 10 pieces, I sold 5 pieces. Shyler has sent out orders to people, and then you also jump onto the trend to make the same exact piece using the tutorial, and then you don't get anyone interested in the piece. Don't get discouraged. Remember I told you not everything you make will be bought. Yeah, that's the same exact rule here. Just make the piece, try to advertise it. Eventually the right client will come, but if they don't come, you can wear it yourself. Sometimes when I have festivals to go to, I just wear my own stuff because they are there at my disposal. Maybe they didn't buy them, maybe I made so many in different colors, maybe I made a pattern using my tutorial just to test it and to make a written pattern out of it, and somehow they didn't buy it. So I'll end up wearing it because it fits me, so it works for me. So not everything is to be bought. So the final words of my blog, I just want to talk about something here. With the above words, it's going to be crucial that you make your business work in order to maximize earnings. Only you know how far you can take your business. As I suggest, you work around the challenges in order to have a successful business. Also, some customers perceive crochet as old-fashioned and not very valuable, and it is partially because it's a very common hobby. That makes it super important that your branding is on point. So finally, I want to remind you that you can turn your crochet business into a full-time job, and it can be successful. So those were my last words on my blog. If you want to read the whole blog, just go and visit my website and you'll find the blog there. And I hope this video was super important to you, and I hope I touched upon different aspects that you were asking about crochet business. I think that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know in the comment section what you guys would like me to talk about next, and if you would like me to go into details of some of the topics. And if you have a topic in mind and you want me to break it down for you, just leave it in the comment section and I'll be able to help you out. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.